like to introduce myself. My channel is Analyzing Ziam. My Instagram is analyzingziam_, pretty much the same thing. The main point and stuff of my channel, not only just Ziam, but also it's like Sony and Larry. I have some stuff in there, but it's mainly Ziam. The reason why I started my account was through Queen Halo, and I am honored to even like get to like collab with her. Like it's like an honor to get to speak with her. I feel really like like not crazy, but like I feel really happy. You know, it's always been my dream to collab with her because she was a huge inspiration to me and a huge inspiration to my channel and my account, and I have been very motivated by a lot of Queen Halo's videos, Sarah's videos, and it's just amazing that I get to be here right now and get to collab with her. Like, I was like shaking when I got to talk to her. Like, it's pretty crazy. Love you guys so much. Much love. Spread love. Treat people with kindness. See ya.
Hi.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Sorry. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can hear you. Hi.
Hi.
I felt bad because like I spammed you and stuff, and I felt really bad. I was like, oh, I hope I didn't like annoy you.
No, it's fine. I actually feel really appreciative. Like, this is my first, like, video collab type of thing, so this is actually kind of cool. So, hello. Nice to meet you.
I live in California, as you know, so like the time difference. I am a Ziam and a Larry, but like through you, I got into Larry, and then I got into Ziam. I started doing my own channel, you know, because I was like, you know, I want to be like that for Ziam, because nobody has that in the Ziam fandom. So I was like, I give you credit on my videos. I'm like, oh, do you channel like Queen Halo?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have Windows Movie Maker, which sucks.
I started out with that.
It's hard, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like, I hate it, but,
Yeah.
you know, it is a start, you know, so I'm just like, it's okay, like, as long as, like, I get the stuff out there, that's all that matters to me.
Exactly. Yeah, no matter what you edit with, it doesn't matter. Some people edit with their phone, you know?
Really?
Yeah, I think there's, like, apps out there that people edit with. I don't know what they are, because I've never edited on a phone. To me, that's kind of like, that seems harder.
My videos are so cringy, and I'm stuck at editing right now, so I'm just
I mean, we all think our own videos are cringy.
I think your videos are awesome, like, they're so perfect. I'm trying so hard to, like, get like that, but I can't, you know, again, Windows sucks, so I'm like, I want to do that, I don't know what to do, but, I mean, my followers like it, so I guess it's okay.
That's all that matters. As long as you like doing it and you're getting something going and you're passionate about what you're talking about, it's really all that matters. I mean, on YouTube, you don't have to make it like crazy editing. It's all what you want to do, you know?
Aside from like Ziam and Larry and all that, I think that for me, like my main motive right now is Sony and Universal. I think I was like 15, I almost became like a model for this, I don't remember the company's name, but they're a branch off of Sony. And I saw the contract. I know what the contract says, you know, my mom had to read it because I was a minor. And I've seen it, oh my gosh, like the contract is shit. Sorry, excuse me, but it's
fine.
It's like, it's really screwed up what they ask for you, you know, ask from you, you know, and it's just, my contract would have been 5 years or something because of my age or something like that. I don't know how that works, but I just remember them reading it and telling them, like, because I was a minor, you know, I do have to, like, give my money to my mom. Now I am looking at Sony Universal. I found connections with them since 2000, you know.
Oh, really?
They did, like, a deal thing, May 2nd, 2000, I think, and pretty much they share everything. They share, like, contracts and stuff. They share, like, that's why, like, when I see Louis and, like, Liam, you know, now they're the same thing with, like, Universal, I'm like, that's not good. Like, that's still not really good, you know, and Zayn with, like, RCA, you know, like, Justin Bieber, Hailey Baldwin, The Weeknd, and Bella Hadid. I found this really weird. Gigi Hadid and, like, Zayn Malik were caught kissing a month before Bella Hadid and The Weeknd. Then, right after, the next month was Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin. So, and they're all part of the same companies.
Interesting.
So,
yeah.
I, like, it's, sorry, I get all passionate about it.
No, I get it. I mean, you know me, I do it too.
They're all part of the same company, and then they're caught kissing, getting back together. They all broken up and supposedly getting back together, kissing each other every month. Like, and then, you know, it's just like, definitely there's something going on here. And the Hailey Baldwin and Justin Bieber engagement, I'm not saying they're not real, I'm just saying that I find it odd, you know, then all of a sudden they're getting engaged.
I feel like I've talked about that on my channel before too. And some things I've seen that same kind of post on Tumblr. I think it was like some analysis post. It was like a little bit different, but they showed like different couples and they were a part of like the same like organization or whatever, and they were caught like being together in the same location, and it was like a month apart, and the timeline just seemed really sketchy, and people were like, okay, this is not a coincidence or whatever. So that reminded me of that. I don't know who it was though. I'm trying to remember like the certain couples, but
I think Zayn and Gigi are a fake relationship. Yeah, definitely Eleanor and Louis, I know for a fact they're definitely fake.
Whenever I hear their names together, I'm just like, I just laugh. Like I can't.
Like, Eleanor, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
No, just stop. Zigi, like, I'm sick of hearing Zigi. Like, I get a bunch of, like, we call them Zidglets. We get them a lot on my account. They're always on my account. And they're like...
Those Zidglets.
You just don't like Gigi. Gigi, I've actually talked to Zayn Malik's sister. I talked to her.
Really?
Not FaceTime, but like video chat. Or no, it was on her live stream.
Does he have like 3 sisters, 2 sisters?
Yeah, he has Safa, Wally, and Danya.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
Safa, she's the youngest. She's like 15. Wally is a year older than me. She's 19. But no, I talked to her, and when she was talking about the times that she came to California and gone to Disneyland and stuff, not once did she mention Gigi. All she said was my family and blah blah. She didn't say anything about Gigi. And her friend that was with her, they actually mentioned Ziam. And when I was on the live stream, by the way, she saw it too. Everyone was like, "Oh, the Ziam queen, Ziam, tell her you're a Ziam. Ask her about Ziam." I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, that's
Ziam
really
queen.
rude.
When you video chatted his sister, was this during the time when they started dating, or do you know like when this was?
I think it was before, like right before the Zigi kissed me. No, maybe it was after. It's on my page on Analyzing Ziam. Yeah, I have it there. It was her, and it was like her friend. If you see like a lot of pictures with Safa with Gigi, Safa is tuned out. I have a feeling she hates Gigi. Like she just really dislikes her. It's just really weird, and I personally think Gigi is a huge attention freak. Zayn he still doesn't follow her. She's like, oh well, I have my eyes tattooed on his chest. She said that. She's all like, I don't need his Instagram follow. I have his eyes tattooed on my chest. And I was like, how old are you?
Yeah, for real. I saw the breakup coming, to be honest.
I predicted it. Me and my friends predicted it. We're like, I bet you right before his song comes out, there's gonna be a breakup to start up drama or something. And it happened. And I was like, I freaking predicted that. Like, me and my friends, like, we predicted that. Like, that's crazy. Because we're starting to get the pattern of the management and how his team works.
Some people only date to break up, but it's like the whole point of it. Like, you're gonna do such and such on this date, and then on, like, let's say in May, this will happen to stir up a controversy and to add drama, and then now you're scheduled to break up on this day because now your album's coming out or your song's coming out. Like, it's all scheduled in terms of, like, publicity and promotion.
Yep. And the Chiam breakup, how iconic. You know, the Babygate stuff, I think they're now trying. But the thing with Liam, that I do believe Liam is in a Babygate, the reasons why is because the lack of pictures. I think what they did is they learned from Louis, from his Babygate. And, I mean, come on. You know what Liam said about getting Bear for Christmas after Louis said an apple? He said, I give my kid gift wrapping paper.
Yeah.
And then he was saying, oh, my kid's speaking Spanish. Your kid's 4 months. How is your kid speaking Spanish?
Yeah, let alone English.
Now they're saying, oh, Liam isn't fighting for his baby either anymore. And I'm just like... And next they're gonna come out, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna happen, like, during the release of, like, maybe his album. They're gonna say, oh, he's not even the father. Like, I think with them, they learned from Louis, but they still flopped the Babygate too. They still, like, flopped it. It's flopped. Cyril can't even have kids, actually. I remember seeing articles.
I heard that.
You know, before, like, she was made.
Yeah.
They're all deleted out of nowhere. When her and Liam got together, they're all deleted.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
You look it up, you can't find it. I swear to God, before I even started in the Ziam fandom, I looked up Cheryl. She couldn't even have kids. With her 2 husbands, she tried having kids. She couldn't. how come with Liam, all of a sudden she can have kids? Does he, like, have some type of, like, magical, I don't know,
right?
I'm not gonna say it, but how with Liam, she all of a sudden can have a kid? And second, she was pregnant for a year, like, a whole year. Like, how does that happen? Is that possible? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's that whole timeline.
Sony or whoever, his team, they flopped on that. They flopped on Louis' Babygate, and now they flopped on Liam's. And they thought it would be better with Liam. And they just made it, with Louis, they made it too loud. With Liam, they made it too quiet.
And I think they did it different with Liam because they know that we speculate more with Louis. You know how we, like, are always, like, analyzing and really digging deep? We always, like, analyze so much with, like, with Louis and all that, so that's why they might be more careful with that. But with Liam, they're like, oh, no one's gonna, like, see or whatever, so.
Their whole relationship was cringy. Everyone, like, in my fandom, you know, call her Shrek, or they call her Grandma Cheryl. They're like, oh, Grandma Cheryl.
Yeah, because there's such an age difference, which I also found a little bit cringy in the beginning.
Yep. I don't think Liam will go for someone who's 10 years older than him.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I was going to say, I'm really glad that you keep up on, like, Ziam or Liam and Cheryl or all this other stuff, because I tend to focus more on, like, Louis news, Harry news, Larry.
Yeah, and then here's me and Ziam.
Yeah, and, like, update news. No, like, it's all really good. It's just I focus on one part of it, you focus on the other, so it works really well. Like, you can...
And we can like, show the comparison. Or not the comparison, but the way that the pattern, like...
Right.
You know.
Yeah, because, like, sometimes, like, things you've said, I'm like, oh, I'm not even keeping up on that. I didn't even know about that. So it's cool how you're keeping up on that, and you could inform me. And, you know, vice versa.
Sorry, I'm, like, tearing up because I'm allergic to air.
Me.
Larry's have made headlines before. Though,
yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
And only Ziams are now starting to make headlines, like, with what happened with Gigi. But I think that was, like, an attention thing for her because she likes attention.
And I feel like a lot of people are already woke about Sony. Like, there's a lot of articles about, like, people exposing them, their tactics.
Oh, yeah. There's, like, 1 million fans in the Larry fandom. In Ziam fandom, there's probably, like, 900,000, I don't know, somewhere around there.
Yeah, probably. I remember looking up, like, artists under Sony, like, a lot of artists, and I remember seeing, like, Fifth Harmony, and, like, there was so much conspiracy about, like, Camila Cabello as well, and her management, and how she's controlled, and Lauren Uregi. Yeah, it's like, I'm just seeing all these, like, artists under Sony or any other branch, and I'm just like, wow, coincidence that they say the same thing? Even K-pop bands.
Yeah, I saw this Shane Dawson video, where he was talking about the K-pop bands, you know, and I'm just like, makes sense. I mean, if they're under Sony, they're throwing up on stage, they're passing out. Like, you know, Zayn got really skinny when he was, like, in One Direction. Zayn has anxiety, he has severe anxiety. I understand how that feels because I myself have severe anxiety. I know how it is when you're under so much stress, you can't eat. I understand how Zayn feels, you know, like...
Right, on that personal level.
Like, I feel like him leaving the band was a good idea. Liam is very supportive of Zayn. He was always the closest to Zayn. He's always included Zayn, you know, and that's not just like, oh, Ziam, that's like... He knows.
Yeah. Even on a friendship standpoint, yeah.
And even Liam went through his own issues. Why is it that 21 Pilots was able to go quiet for 2 freaking years? Almost 2 years. They were quiet all that time. No paparazzi, nothing. And with Tyler Joseph, his wife is a normal person. You know, Jenna Joseph, she's normal. When they got married, it wasn't really in the news. Like, you didn't hear about it. And another thing, you don't ever hear about them in the Sun or Daily Mirror. That's how you know that these people are, like, completely part of Sony.
With all of that, that's always made me wonder, like, is it their label or their group of people that choose if, like, what articles come out about them, or do they make it like that? Because some artists do have control, and they're like, no, I don't want this out about me, you know?
Yeah. I think it's Warner. Warner's their own company. They don't have, I researched and stuff, they have no ties whatsoever with Universal or Sony. I think it's their rules.
Sony has this name where everybody knows who they are. Big company, all that. I feel like they try to take advantage of new artists, especially young artists, where you're just going into the recording industry, you're naive, and people go to Sony because their main intent is to be rich, famous, and all of that. So they're like, let me just jump to Sony. They don't even think about like what could happen. It's more of just that that famous rich factor.
They're like a scam agency. Like instead, it's like you might as well just sell your soul to the devil. They'll get you famous. They'll get you out there in the media, but they won't get your music out there. A lot of people part of Sony, I've done like a statistic thing to see. People part of Warner get more Grammys. They get more known for their music. Because they're not in the media. Everything is pushed to promote their actual music. Warner Music cares about that. Sony is only big because of like attention. You know, it's the attention factor. It's not like with Warner, it's music and all that. I looked up Zayn Malik's phone. I simply was like, what type of phone does Zayn Malik have? Gigi comes up. You can't look up, Zayn Malik's song without Gigi being in it.
The internet does that with like tags, like what you've recently searched or what is popular that other people have searched. So even though you're typing Zayn Malik, what type of phone does he have? Like, it's the fact that you're typing in Zayn Malik. So someone who is affiliated with him is going to come up. Or what and it's what they want you to see. It's what other people have searched. I used to think that Sony was mainly for like, you know, the mainstream contemporary artists out there, pop music, and I thought Warner was more for the, like the independent artists and like people who aren't really as much on the radio. But I guess that's changed. But I know it does depend on like whatever music you make. That's what record label you go to.
Fueled by Ramen mainly has alternative rock bands, you know, like Paramore, Panic at the Disco, all those people. Like, that's the type of people Fueled by Ramen has. So 21 Pilots was a part of that. So that's like that, you know, that's like a type of company that has like a certain sound. Majority of people part of Warner get Grammys. No offense to like people in Sony. I love Zayn. They're not gonna win Grammys in that company. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like statistically.
Yeah, and even though they're so talented, great music, and people are like they should win a Grammy, it's not. They can't really control that. It's kind of the system.
And you see, like the people only give them attention through the media. They're not gonna be going to listen to their music. They're too busy. Oh, Louis dating Eleanor again?
Do you think it's because they know One Direction's demographic? Like, they're like, oh, they're more into the dating stuff. It might be a younger teen girl demographic, so we're not going to shove their music in their face. They want to hear more about who Louis is dating, and because that's what I've heard. I've heard it's whoever your demographic is. I didn't know about Larry or 1D. Like, I found them out myself. I found Larry myself. I found One Direction myself. Like, no one showed me them. I think I saw like an ad for One Direction, and I just realized Larry myself. I saw something between them, and then I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, this is a thing. People have noticed it too. I didn't know who One Direction were. I thought they'd be a band my dad would like, and then I saw a picture of them. I'm like, who are these 12-year-olds? And now here we are, you know.
Yeah, and now I'm like, here I'm obsessing over Zayn and Liam. I'm highly obsessed with Zayn.
I feel like I was more so like that in the past, like really obsessed. I still love One Direction, Larry, more so Harry Styles kind of, but I'm not as obsessed as I was.
And this, when I told this to Antis, who came on my account and tried shutting me down or dragging me, I dragged them with this because they didn't have any leak. Because they're like, Zayn and Liam have said Ziam isn't real and blah blah. I'm like, first of all, can you send me the link? Because there is no link that they ever even mentioned Ziam.
Yeah, like, give me that link.
Zayn, you know, like, he definitely just is done with her. Like, Zayn actually said in an interview, he admitted he does do pop walks, he does promo stuff, and when that came out, they immediately covered it. They covered that interview and started saying stuff, and he was throwing Gigi under the bus. He said, yeah, I'm not like some people. I don't like to dress up and go on red carpets and tell everyone to look at me. And I was like, that was shade to Gigi. I swear to God, that was shade.
Straight out roasting.
He threw her under the bus. And I'm like, that's funny. Oh, your boyfriend's so supportive that he's throwing you under the bus.
Yeah.
And he's not defending you in any way. He doesn't talk to you, doesn't post anything. He doesn't even follow you on Instagram. But then again, you don't need his Instagram follow, right? Definitely with Gigi, that's why I don't like her. She's an attention-seeking person. As people would say in our generation, clout chaser.
Clout.
I'll never forget the time also when she tagged Walia in a post, and she's like, oh, did you send this to me? Walia, for 3 days straight, didn't answer it, didn't like the post, didn't comment back, and she deleted her comment, and I was like,
oh, she even deleted the comment.
Yeah.
Cringy.
I see Gigi's the worst with attention.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
In that regard, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Because Eleanor, see, I don't like Eleanor either, but like Eleanor and like Cheryl and stuff, they're quiet. I think from what I've heard, like Eleanor was the worst before. Like she used to be very...
Yeah. The thing about Eleanor is that she's been in the fandom a long time. Like she came here like 2012, 2013, and then she disappeared because they broke up. I don't know. And then she came back, and now they're dating again. I don't know if you were here for Danielle.
Yeah. That's when I came here, was Danielle. It was right before they broke up.
Each time Louis would have a new girlfriend, like, yep, here it is, another few months.
Another attention money hoe. I don't respect any girl who goes through with these, actually. You know, like, I don't respect any of them because they're the ones who sign the contract. Like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. It's the fact that you're being okay with this. I don't care who you are. I'm not gonna like you. I could be chill with Rita because everybody's like, oh my gosh, Rita, Aura, and Liam Payne. I'd be chill with her because I just feel like, I don't know, she's not that type of person who really wants attention and stuff. So,
yeah, I've never minded her, you know? She's fine.
Because everyone's like, oh, you just don't like any girl with the boys. And I'm just like, actually, I'd be
Not
chill.
true.
Like, if they did a stunt, but, I mean, I dislike them, but at the same time, be chill with them. But if you're going to be annoying and be out there and trying to, like, act like a freaking 12-year-old who just wants a bunch of, like, fame, it's like, girl, you already have a bunch of money. Like, sit down and shut up. Like, just stop.
I didn't even know Gigi before the whole Zayn thing. Like, you probably did, but I didn't.
And I looked at Gigi, one look at her, and I was like, she looks like a fake attention-seeking. I'm not gonna say it. But, I just, like, there was just something about her when I looked at her, I was like...
A vibe.
She acts like a kid. Like, she just reminds me of a little kid and who gets butt hurt easily. Like, first of all, Zigi's got one of my posts deleted. A bunch of Zigis.
Really?
Zigis are as bad as Eleanor, you know, shippers. They're as bad as some. And they got my post deleted, and right now they're working on trying to get my whole page deleted. And I'm like...
What's the point? Why waste your time?
I know, I was like, why don't you waste your time shipping Zigi? Stop wasting your time about ZM shippers and stuff. Like, I don't want the Zigi accounts to tell them, you're wrong, you know, like...
Yeah, and it's like freedom of expression and freedom of typing and stuff. Like, if you have an opinion, if you like something, you can't just want to delete somebody's page. That's not how the internet works. That's not how it works here.
Is entitled to their own opinion. So you do that, you're pretty much taking not only my freedom away, but the people who followed me for that reason.
Yeah.
You know,
like, there's a lot of people I might not like or I might not agree with, but I don't ask for their page to be taken down. You know what I do? I just don't look at it.
See, like,
you
the
know?
only time that I ever said for someone's page to get down is when one of the CGs came on my account and told me to go kill myself. Then they started pulling, like, a racist card on me. I don't know why, and they're just all like, you need to die. Karma will have its way with you. And everyone was like fighting her because she kept attacking me for no reason.
I mean, honestly, it's like those kind of cases where if you tell someone to go do that and then they do it, you could get arrested. That's assisted suicide.
Exactly. Even like Gigi, I know she knows my account. She knows me because I do comment on some of her stuff and I get kind of triggered about some stuff when she does things that I don't agree with. I will say something. She'll attack other people who are smaller than me and all that.
Yeah.
But she won't attack me. All she's done is delete my post or delete my comments. She's deleted my comments, so she knows I'm there. But she doesn't block me like other people. Yeah,
like she could have just blocked, like that'd just be easy instead of deleting certain posts and involving herself in that.
It pisses you off when you're like in this fandom for a while and you just become sick of it. One guy was like, is it weird that I'm a guy and I ship Zio?
It's like, no, welcome.
I'm like, it doesn't matter what gender you are, like you can ship them.
Yeah,
you know?
It's funny, I love when people ask that, like, is it okay if, like, I'm this and I do this or I ship this? And I'm like, I don't care. Even Harry Styles would say, like, anyone's allowed at my show, just have fun. Enter this fandom at your own risk, you won't leave.
I tried leaving the ZM fandom, did not work, I came right back, and I was like, oh, I love reading, like, ZM fanfics, I love covering ZM, I love doing the analysis posts. I gotta get the truth out there. I gotta get more people woke about this.
That's awesome, though, that you want to, like, spread the word and you've gotten inspiration from stuff I do. Because it's a very unique thing on YouTube. Like, between what you do, what I do, I don't see, like, anybody else doing this. Especially about ZM. Like, there's, like, you know, Freddie's my queen. We don't see her, but she does Larry. It's not really ZM.
Yeah.
So it's still very unique, and that will rise on YouTube if someone finds something unique. It's because you're not competing with anybody, you know? This was really nice talking to you.
It was amazing talking to you. Thank you so much for, you know, being down with it and You know,
Always.
okay, see ya.
All right, bye.